The law of the cosmos is simple. You're either the hunter or you're the prey. How did a 16-year-old orphan with empty pockets become the most feared space pirate in the galaxy? It all started with a broken compass. Except it wasn't a navigator. It was the kill switch for an entire galaxy. Strap in, because this isn't a bedtime story. This is the adrenaline-fueled saga of a cosmic outlaw. Deep in the outer rim of the galaxy lay Draco, a brutal desert wasteland. It was a graveyard of rusty metal, toxic red dust, and the skeletons of fallen dreadnoughts. This hellhole was the only home 16-year-old Neil had ever known. Neil survived on a simple, dangerous routine, slipping past security tech into restricted military junkyards, striking gold on rare ship parts, and flipping them on the black market just to buy his next meal. He was fast, invisible, and clever enough that the local drone guards hadn't caught him once. One evening, as Draco's twin suns dipped below the horizon, Neil was deep diving into the wreckage of a massive, derelict mothership. Sweeping away a layer of dense dust inside a hollowed-out hull, he hit something solid. It was an ancient, analog metal compass, and right beside it, a strange glass cylinder sealed shut by a glowing, pulsing cybernetic orb. Curiosity got the better of him. He wiped the glass. The orb was bleeding a strange neon blue light that bubbled inside the casing. Neil smirked. Flip this, and I eat like a king for a month. He had no clue he was holding the catalyst that would rewrite his entire life. Back in his makeshift hideout, Neil buffed the grime off the ancient metal orb. The moment his fingers rubbed the casing, the room violently shuddered. No smoke or ancient mythical genie poured out. Instead, a blinding surge of cybernetic blue code flooded the room. A 3D quantum hologram materialized in the air. This was no mystical entity. It was the projection of a legendary space pirate captain from a millennium ago. He had a cybernetic eye patch lens and a sleek mechanical falcon perched on his shoulder. I am Captain Draco, commander of the starship Golden Eagle. 1,000 years in a quantum prison, and I get freed by a street rat?
What the hell are
Neil
you?
scrambled backward, hitting the wall of his bunk. What the hell are you? Draco's AI grinned. I'm no ghost, kid. I'm a digital consciousness trapped in a cosmic hard drive. And that compass? That's the star chart to the Golden Eagle.
Whoa,
Listen
it's
up.
incredible.
Beyond the event horizon of the central black hole lies a forgotten planet called Etheria. It holds a magic tech core capable of manipulating the fabric of time itself. So what's it gonna be? You want to rot on this dust ball forever? Or do you want to run with me and become the greatest pirate the galaxy has ever seen? A spark ignited in Neil's eyes. The hustle was over. The adventure was on. Neil blasted into orbit aboard the Star Runner, a rusted, heavily modified ship he'd jerry-rigged from scrap metal. With Draco's AI hardwired into the dash as his co-pilot, they hit deep space. But the escape wasn't clean. The moment they cleared Draco's atmosphere, the proximity alarm shrieked red. Captain, we've got company! Neil yelled, slamming the thrusters. 3 heavily armed interceptors belonging to the cyber pirates, ruthless, half-organic, half-machine scavengers, were hot on their tail. They wanted the tech. A volley of heavy laser fire tore through the Star Runner's shields, blowing out the main engine block. The ship was caught in a dead drift, hurtling straight toward a dense asteroid belt. "Eject, Neil! Look at the back panel! There's an anti-gravity hoverboard! It's your only shot!" Draco barked. Neil ripped the board from the wall. It looked like a sleek street deck, but its underbelly hummed with high-output plasma thrusters. Ripping open the emergency airlock, Neil jumped blind into the vacuum of space. Surrounded by massive, tumbling space rocks, Neil engaged the thrusters. He rocketed through the debris field at breakneck speeds, banking hard and zigzagging through impossible gaps. The cyber pirates opened fire, but Neil used the asteroid physics to his advantage. Pulling off a hard drift behind a massive meteor, he baited two of the enemy ships into a head-on collision. As fireballed wreckage lit up the void, Neil pinned the throttle, diving straight into the swirling maw of the wormhole at the edge of the system.
Stepping through the wormhole was like entering another dimension. Neil touched down on Etheria, a mythic world of floating sky islands and architectures driven by clean, hyper-advanced energy. Here, advanced physics and ancient magic were indistinguishable. Following the compass's energetic pulse, Neil breached the planet's core chamber. Floating in the center was the quantum core, a massive, radiating crystal humming with chronal energy. Suddenly, a shadow fell over the platform. Out stepped the tyrannical warlord, Space-Lord Malkor, flanked by a battalion of elite cybernetic shock troops. "Appreciate the assist, kid. I needed that compass to unlock the vault," Malkor sneered, drawing a plasma sidearm. "With this core, I lock the galaxy in a time loop. Total control."
You'll regret this!
As the troops closed in, Draco's voice echoed through Neil's earpiece. "Neil, sync the compass frequency with the core. Merge the magic and the science." Neil whipped the compass across the room, tracking it straight into the core's energy field.
I'll merge them now.
Malkor fired, but Neil was already airborne on his hoverboard. Moving like lightning, he executed a high-speed spin, kicking the plasma rifle clean out of Malkor's grip. The moment the compass locked into the quantum core, a massive shockwave of displaced time rippled through the chamber. Time violently ground to a halt. Malkor's troops froze mid-stride, suspended in mid-air. Thanks to Draco's AI firewall protection, Neil was unaffected. Seizing the window, Neil delivered a devastating kick straight into Malkor's primary power source, the cybernetic arc heart glowing in his chest. Time snapped back into motion. Malkor collapsed, screaming as his cybernetics short-circuited. His empire's grid began crashing down. Neil grabbed the quantum core, locked it inside a secure stasis shield, and tossed it into his pack. When Neil walked out of the ruins of Etheria, the scrapper boy from Jarinko was dead. In his place stood an interstellar outlaw. He had unlocked Draco's true prize, the Golden Eagle. The legendary, massive black and gold dreadnought hummed to life under Neil's command, with Draco's AI hologram taking its rightful place on the bridge. Word traveled fast across the sectors. A 16-year-old kid had just dismantled Space-Lord Malkor's entire syndicate in a single afternoon. Suddenly, the biggest crime bosses and corrupt governors in the galaxy had a new name to fear. Neil stood at the helm, looking out at the endless stretch of the cosmos and a billion uncharted stars. He wasn't just surviving anymore. He was the youngest, most dangerous rebel space pirate in the galaxy. Just think about it. Yesterday, he was digging through trash for scrap metal. Today, he's holding the keys to the galactic timeline. If this story proves anything, it's that it doesn't matter how broken your starting line is.
If you've got the guts and the grit, you can rewrite your own script. What did you think of Neil's cosmic glow-up? Do you think Malkor is actually gone for good? Smash that subscribe button, drop your theories in the comments, and stay tuned, because our next voyage into deep space gets way more dangerous. See ya.